So hi everybody, my name is Nuno Sepúlveda and I'm the head of the Immune Stats group based in the Warsaw University of Technology in Poland. The aim of our research group is to understand immunity and immune-related diseases through the lenses of statistical analysis and the application of machine learning techniques. Today I would like to share with you what happened in our group during the year of 2021. So, the year 2021 was very productive in terms of publications. So we have 10 peer-reviewed papers published in international journals, most of them on chronic fatigue syndrome, a few of them on malaria epidemiology or malaria genetics, and one single paper about multiple sclerosis. We also have a paper published in the Proceedings of the Portuguese Society for Statistics, and currently we have uh, three papers submitted for publication in the next Proceedings of the Portuguese Society for Statistics, and other three papers submitted in international journals. So the year of 2021 was also very rich in terms of editorial work that me as the head of the group had to do. So I had 8 papers to review, most of them with multiple rounds of revision. I also I did some editorial work for Frontiers in Medicine, and at the moment my count is 6 edited papers. 2 of them I accepted, 2 papers were rejected at the starting point, and 2 papers are under revision. The year of 2021 was not the most productive year in terms of presentations and talks. Anyway, I think it's totally understandable given the pandemics that we experience. But I had a chance of presenting my research in the University of Lancaster and in the Open University in the United Kingdom. I also presented my thoughts about statistical leadership in the annual conference for the Portuguese Society for Statistics and in the Warsaw University of Technology. Currently, I'm writing a paper about this topic, which for me is very interesting, and hopefully I will submit this paper soon, and hopefully it will be published during next year. So in 2021, we had 2 projects running in our lab. The first one started in January, and it was funded by the charity ME Research UK. And the project was about antibody response to Epstein-Barr virus in the context of the chronic fatigue syndrome. The specific objective of the project is to explore candidate antibody response that could distinguish patients from healthy controls. The second project started in July and is funded by the Polish National Agency for Scientific Exchange, and the project has the specific objective of studying molecular mimicry between different viruses and human proteins related to the circadian rhythm that could explain the pathogenesis of chronic fatigue syndrome, especially in patients in which the symptoms started with an infection. This project will last for 2 years, and hopefully we'll have the first results in 2022. Finally, I would like to acknowledge my first-time events. The first and the most important one is that my PhD student Tiago Domingues finished his PhD thesis, and I'm very happy for him, and I wish him all the best. This PhD thesis was very difficult to supervise because Tiago and I were at a distance for most of the time, and so the feedback was not always present. And I think PhD students need more constant feedback than more senior researchers. I was also invited for the first time to be an examiner of a PhD thesis defense, and I really enjoyed the experience, and I had a nice discussion with the student. I was also invited to be part of the editorial team of Frontiers in Medicine and Frontiers in Public Health. It's an interesting experience. Let's see how it goes. And my only worry is to balance between our regular activities with this additional activity. Finally, I was convinced to be part of the Twitter community, and I think it was a good choice. And I've been active on Twitter, I think, since April, and I've been posting things that I find interesting, but mostly about my research. So finally, I would like to finish off my summary of the year with some awards. So I divided these awards in four categories, and the first category is about collaboration, and the prize for the best collaborator goes to Francisco Westermeier, who is in the University of Applied Science in Graz, Austria. And I must say that working with Francisco, it's an absolute pleasure. Besides to be a friend, he's very intelligent, very eager to learn, and very eager to share knowledge with others. And friendship and trust is a good base for a long-lasting collaboration, and this is what most of us are aiming for when we start new collaborations. So the second category is about the best published paper in the group. I must say that this paper might not be the best paper that I ever published, but I think it reflects hard work, persistence, and the attempt to conjugate different viewpoints in the same paper. The paper was published in Elion in August, and it's about a reanalysis of data available in the public domain. And the objective of this data analysis was to compare patients with chronic fatigue syndrome with healthy controls in terms of the expression of this receptor. We found out that patients with chronic fatigue syndrome seem to have lower levels of this receptor when compared to healthy controls, and this could make them more susceptible to severe symptoms of COVID-19. Of course, this is just one study, and we were just limited with the data that was available. So I think we still need to do a lot more studies to check if this finding holds true in other studies. So the third category is about the best team, and of course this prize goes to my research group. You guys have been amazing, you have been hardworking, you've been helpful, and you've been pushing yourself to the limits given the circumstances. And above all, I think I have the privilege to work with friends, and this is something that I will take for life. The final category is for the best moment of 2021. And you guys can forgive me, this moment is going to be personal, and it's about the first birthday anniversary of my little one. It's been an absolute delight to be a father, for the first time, and of course, a lot of nights, without sleep, but it's amazing to see my little one growing up. And of course, the last message is also to my wife, who has been amazing, helpful as much as she can. So that's all it. This was the summary of 2021 from the Immunostats group. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy 2022. Hopefully, it will be better than 2021. And of course, feel free to follow us on Twitter and check us out on the internet. Ciao.